Hello, everyone. I'm Leora Sims. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to part 19 of my Sims 4 Dine Out series. I will be having Rosemary open the restaurant soon, but there are some things on the home lot that I wanted to show you, and for some reason, before I started recording, a lot of Sims just randomly showed up at the door. I don't know if they're vampires or what, but I sent Rosemary to bed and sped up the game because that usually gets Sims away from the door. Sims are very impatient when it comes to waiting at the door. But that didn't seem to work, and then there was a woman in the house. She just walked in, and then a little girl came to the house before that visitor left. And I have slowed down my mouse to an extent. It's behaving better than it was. Let me just show you what has happened. Rosemary is washing a dish. I'll have her walk over here. As you can see, this family has a TV again and a coffee table or a TV stand, however you want to look at it. And what's extra good about that is that Rosemary had the want or the whim to buy a television. So she got some satisfaction points from that. And I used some of the satisfaction points that she has been racking up, and I got her the marketable traits. So she's cheerful, outgoing, business savvy, she's a perfectionist, and she is now marketable, which means that anything she crafts will make more simoleons than the average sim without that trait. At least that's how I understand that trait. She still has to paint this painting. And then she can water her plants. And I got a garlic plant for Rosemary to keep vampires away. sometimes, most of the time, I like to play a very realistic game. Sometimes I do like to play with vampires, but most of the time I like to play a realistic game. So when I'm playing a realistic game, I want the garlic to keep the vampires away. But I'm glad that Sims can now discuss a fear of vampires because there are some myths about vampires, that they're real. So, whenever there's a myth, there's always somebody who has a fear or a superstition about it. But I do recommend that pack the vampire pack, if you enjoy vampires. They did a very good job with The Sims 4 vampires. And if you like the style of furniture, it added a lot to the game building wise. And the clothing is very impressive too, especially the formal wear. Those of you who've been subscribed to my channel for some time, you probably already know that I like to play, for lack of a better term, old fashioned Sims. I love history. Which is why I got the latest stuff pack as well. A lot of people wouldn't have gotten that pack, or I've heard a lot of people were disappointed with that pack, or they thought that they wouldn't use it so much. I will, because I like the style, and I don't always play modern Sims. Welcome back to Rosemary's. When I started recording this episode, it was Saturday, and now it's Sunday in game. I had Rosemary and Joe take Saturday off so that they could gather some more simoleons for themselves and for their restaurants. Rosemary's has been open for a little bit, but it's taken some time for the customers to get seated. Right before I started recording again, I adjusted my mouse again, and it is behaving even better. So it's almost perfect. And I had Rosemary praise the employees before anybody got served, because nobody got served so far. And I wanted to see if it would help if the employees were praised at the beginning of service rather than the middle or the end. We're going to recommend a dish, and recommend a dish when a question mark is above Sim's head can be found under management. So I'm going to have Rosemary recommend the red nectar blend. And the I'm looking for the fish pie. And I want the fish pie for this gentleman because it's more expensive than the salmon croquettes. And total bill is 49 simoleons. If he goes with our suggestion.
Kelna. Baroche.
Dag dag.
Nope, sir. So.
Darza.
So.
You threw a shit now. Police for shorter. Nishi Lafana. Flanibi. Snowbake please.
Let's check on their table. And I'm now following the waiter.
Scoofa Uvine. Pula Naruma Narimo Bocana.
Morbi Warba.
Let's check on the table. And let's prioritize their food.
Shuna Woni.
Nice.
This samba.
Yes, Dime. Abasan.
Badish.
Opitash, Kinkuya, Lanoi, Onchi, Plas Quexel and Gao Jifa, Sula.
Dornadish. Helga.
Memphian Zerpa, the Hoim,
Banale.
Infaher,
Bibitem Quexanas.
Harnaquap Dufa,
Sarpava.
Samba,
Same Wafata.
Lamina Galpa
Sick of
Watini.
food.
Neebs, Alcha,
Nulet.
Bush.
And so far, I have seen up to 2 Sims at a table wanting recommendations from the owner of a restaurant once you as a player get the curious customer reward. I haven't seen, I don't believe, more than 2 Sims at a table get that question mark above their head. Let me just make sure that there's nobody inside the restaurant. Sitting down. And there's not.
Ah, Quark.
Finosa Batne,
Following the waiter again.
Arfano Zario. Wabish, Dorne Barbamulton.
Oh, Ederoy.
Dabu. Low night skuma. Shemu.
Aha!
Mana Jasapa.
Sparpasas and Noifarib,
Yasanon.
Inaruja Safta,
Soon Bavadamoy.
Scoofa Umine. Pula Naruma Barbamul.
Ah. Shuna.
oh,
Ah.
Jim
Mr.
Whipsy,
Jib.
Sula.
Haga. Rix. Yafa.
Ribblegloppy,
Vula Shaka Teebs.
Oh, Prita,
Sigluna.
Boston X, Thelma,
Ah.
Conqueror Uvane. Gurgadon. Oh, Flu. Badish.
Pujing. Vadish. Oh.
oh, oh,
And
nay,
they receive their food.
Ah, Yibs.
Sibuna
She ordered pepperoni pizza, and that's normal. The drink is also normal, the mocha. This is a normal mocha. This is 4 steak. This is 4 cheese salad. And this is normal coffee.
Marble Farbe.
oh, Quapo,
Klarshin.
New Beam, Ifla,
Ah,
Gaba Wooney Hish. Flizza.
Lark.
Hernoi.
Pistorna Flame.
Yibs.
Squarble Tarbahe, Barbina.
But they still think that we're
Dibblewis Varspa.
That's not
a 4-star restaurant.
Tribna. Kumapar. Sinzibi. Pardon. Makarsh Crew. Tobana. Jabin. Sharshka
And part of the reason why is because Rosemary is being charming.
Minrap.
Yip Snonzi. Pator.
Chironian boy. Plus.
Okay, so he got normal fist pie, so we took our recommendation. And red nectar blend. And normal Italian meatballs. And normal espresso.
James.
Ravoda.
What's up, the Clonor? Lucy!
Nulip Ulet Tip Tip.
Ah, Bepna. Why not?
Whew. Yabosa.
Shanisi go.
Huh?
Roach! Yanabia Fora! Naya!
Fania.
Metzel.
Parfase Schwoz. Deeps Parfase Horib.
Sul.
Rasha Parbaleu. Conjibjoy.
Dekanoi Yum.
I want to pay some attention to this table, especially because they're inside. And their order has already been taken, so we'll prioritize their food first. And welcome them.
Exenoi Guma. Beric Ballaru.
Happen now, Calgoya.
Wifaloy.
Yes.
Shaboya.
Hogra.
Ernozapla.
Tanoba.
Zoni. Anshi.
Babwa.
Unga.
Sponge and Azul Yaga.
Sul.
Huh?
Darka.
Uh-huh.
Not
Smonzi.
Noi.
Torment. Yajasa. Grachow. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Sul. Rona. Fars Granoy.
Dava.
Anshi.
It's a bell. Canithora Fibine. Marin.
Flix. Yabano Darza. Gachoy. So woby.
Fibnifort.
Ooh. Smintina.
Is that guy at that table an alien
Suba.
in disguise?
Loopy. Luigi.
I heard a strange sound coming from him. I want to see if we can do any more praising. Yes, we can praise Victoria again.
Huh.
I was curious because
Ah.
I praised her at the beginning of service, and you can't praise them too much. Once you praise them, the praise option is ghosted for a while.
Yarba Uchima Tissima.
Dabba
Inox
stick.
Boyish Varspa. Esanoy Falurb.
And he ordered fish pie. And an espresso.
EB.
Whatever she ordered is for Spazzo, and an iced tea. By the way, the iced tea in the game and I have
Derfna. Plus.
the restaurants at medium prices is 45 simoleons. That's a lot.
Meshka. Rishabor.
Okay, now that he used the restroom, I want to praise him some more.
Flano. Zonks.
Huh?
Flano. Sustainable.
Ah,
Sikla Yuma.
Arbine?
Shiva Navy.
Who yibs?
Kurochi.
Kunada.
Rosemary is exhausted, and the restaurant appears slow. So I think this is a good time to wrap up this episode. And we have gone up in stars. The restaurant is now almost 4 stars. Sales were 712 simoleons. Cost of ingredients is 229. Meal profit 482. Wages owed 108. Advertising, we didn't advertise yet. So that was 0 simoleons. And net profit was 374 simoleons. All of the employees feel neutral about their job. The restaurant was open for 9 hours and served 10 customers. I hope that you enjoyed this episode as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you so much for watching, and be happy.